you or someone you know suffered from PTSD and wondered if it was possible, if there was anything you could do? According to PSD United, about 70% of adult population in the U.S. have been through a traumatic event at least once in their life. Of that 20% have suffered from PTSD. Today, we will better understand what is PTSD, learn how to help prevent it, and identify the importance of helping those who have or will suffer from it. Let's start with who can get PTSD. Anyone from the ages of 3 and up can suffer from PTSD disorder. PTSD is more common with those that have been in combat and been sexually assaulted, but it can also happen to children that live in abusive homes. It doesn't have to be sexual, it can be just physical or verbal abuse. Or even car wrecks. Sometimes some very dramatic car wrecks, and also some, what's this called? When you have like a loved one or a family members or friends that died that you were super, super close with, sometimes can bring on PTSD if you don't seek help soon enough. Many of the symptoms to these are reliving the event over and over again, avoiding the situations that remind you of the event, and having negative beliefs or feelings, and feeling keyed up. Kids are more likely to act it out while playing, drawing, or just telling stories to other people or siblings. The Department of Veteran Affairs says that people with PTSD may also have other problems like feelings of hopelessness, shame or despair, depression or anxiety, drinking or drug problems, and physical symptoms or chronic pain, employment problems, and relationship problems, including divorce. Anyone who has gone through a traumatic event will have some kind of symptom and may be able to recover on their own. But if they haven't recovered within a few months, then they need to seek help. With knowing what we're looking for, we can also now we need to learn how to help prevent it. According to the Mayo Clinic, getting support from friends, family, going to a mental health provider, or even looking for help in your faith community can help you out to be able to get through the PTSD. Having a friend or a family member there to help relieve some of the stress that can be brought on from the PTSD, be able to sit with them and talk through it, and hopefully be able to have them as kind of like your person to lean on whenever you start going through any of the reliving it or anything like that. Going to the mental health provider, they will be able to go through and help you out as far as the same thing as just having a friend, someone who you can go to, talk to, and then if they find it necessary, that because it is actual mental disorder, they can prescribe medications to help you get through and be able to either relieve it, make it easier to live with, or sometimes you can just get rid of it altogether. And then you also have your faith community. By leaning on them to get help, you help to instill more hope and have something to believe in. So it will help you get through the feeling the hopelessness that you could possibly feel. And just like having a friend, you have someone there to turn to and talk to and be able to get through it. And then also, with these people, it will give you someone to believe in. Now, with knowing what we can do to help them in the different ways that we have, now we need to, what's going to happen if we go out and actually help them. a lot of those, if they don't get any help within the 3 months or so that they have suffered from the traumatic event, they can have a prolonged PTSD where they would have to actually go get help from a medical provider. But thanks to us being their friends and being able to be there with them, it would be able to help them get through it. Possibly not even have to go see a doctor, no medication, be able to either help them to, I don't want to say get over it, because it's not something you just get over, but learn to live with it and be able to make it day to day. And then with that, you'd also be able to save relationships. That you'd be able to help people get along, be able to not see so many divorces from returned veterans or from people that have been sexually abused, that they'd be able to find love, get into relationships and stuff like that. It would also help to get rid of some of the drug and alcohol abuse that's out there. As many people are going through getting through using alcohol and drugs to be able to get through and get everything taken care of or whatever. So, and then it also be able to help, like it said in one of the sentences earlier, that it said about chronic pain and stuff like that. That it's just something to do. So now that we understand what PTSD is, we learn how to prevent it and the importance of helping people to get through the disorder. For me, knowing that it could happen to anyone, even kids, has opened my eyes to help reinforce the fact that it is real and they need us. And it's my hope that we can all become more compassionate to those that suffer with PTSD and get them the help they need. So with that, I challenge you to go out there, find the men, women, and children that are suffering for it, and help them.